This is the Doctor continuing the Gloomhaven campaign playthrough. In the last episode, we kept working for Jaxera, our old employer, and stole a gigantic diamond for her. It'll be very useful for summoning the undead. And we can keep working for her and take over the town in the name of necromancy. I feel like we're in a bit too deep to back out now, or we could betray her and work for the government, work for the military. She's not saying she would destroy the town. She's just saying she would take over the town and give the merchants control of the town, you know? So I don't know what I'm going to do there because those choices are too hard. Instead, what I can do is keep doing some of these other story missions. Ruinous Crypt, we could keep investigating the cultists, which seems to be some sort of rival necromancer faction. This is something I would love to see a game like Battle Brothers explore, where there are different factions, and if you work for them, you could rearrange the power structure. So Gloomhaven is not a procedurally generated game, at least not the campaign mode, but this concept is not like some sort of new concept. It would just be nice if Battle Brothers had something like that. Anyway, before I get to these cultists, let's do some perk point assignments and level ups. I have one available perk. Thinking we want to get rid of my -1 cards. That seems to me to make sense. Consistency, so yeah. Because if I can get rid of all my -1 cards, then I know like the minimum amount of damage I'm gonna do, and best of all, like I might miss, but besides that, like being able to predict your damage is a big deal. All right, CHAG, in fact, leveled up. All right, let's see. What do you got? Level 3, hook and chain. 42 initiative, attack 3, range 3, pull 2. Not terrible. Move 4, if the movement was in a straight line, perform attack X. Now that seems like a nice part on the bottom. And then we have brute force. Attack 2, AoE muddle. You gain an experience point from doing that. That's pretty good. But the bottom part's real nice. Move 2, shield 1, self. Or I could go back and pick up Fatal Advance, but I don't think that's... Generally, you want to pick the new cards unless they feel so underwhelming. Sometimes you can, like, it's better to go back and pick something, but here, thinking I want one of these 2 new cards. Hook and Chain could be a replacement for Spare Dagger. I lose the experience, but I gain a pull 2. Except Luke can pull 2 and so can I. The bottom part seems good though. If the movement was in a straight line, perform attack X. But there could be turns where I do like some pretty big attacks, kind of like Balanced Measure, but... And the attack is on the bottom, right? Anything with attack on the bottom is worth considering. But Brute Force, I'm not so keen on the top part. Seems kind of weak. But the bottom part, move 2 and shield 1, that is real good. And I kind of want him to tank a little bit more, you know? I think both these cards are good. I'm going to go with brute force, go a little more in on the tanking. And what should I drop? Sweeping blow? Yeah, it seems like just an upgrade. I do want to keep overwhelming assault. Maybe now I drop warding strength. I love the like having some ability to push is real good. Or I can just get rid of Spare Dagger. Spare Dagger has been doing work for us though. We'll see. We'll see. All right, 2 perk points available. Nice. All right, you got Fortitude, Focus. That seems smart. Get rid of another -1. Now what do? I could... This is too random. I could add myself a card that gives +1 and shield. So I do 1 extra damage and shield myself 1, but it seems very random. Some of these cards have a little flip symbol. So those are cards where if you draw it, you apply the effect and then you keep drawing. So like I could theoretically draw, like let's take this stab. I would add 2 Pierce 3 cards. I would draw the Pierce 3 and then I keep rolling. They're called rolling modifiers. So I keep drawing until I get like one of my standard modifiers, and then I apply all the effects to it. This used to be like you would actually avoid these before this house rule that lets you apply the rolling modifiers when you have advantage. It used to be that if you you often didn't want to take these because let's say you had an advantage, so you drew 2 cards. You drew like a miss and then like a stab. So in fact, this miss would apply because the stab is a rolling modifier. But now the way it should work is you should draw 2. You should, like if you draw a rolling modifier with advantage, you should keep drawing until you drew like 2 of your standard modifiers, and then you apply the rolling modifiers to the modifier that is better when you have advantage. So, but I feel like a lot of these effects, bludgeon seems good, stun effects are always good, but a lot of these are a little too unreliable, you know. I don't want to rely on that RNG. So I'm gonna just take a card like power, get myself a little more extra +1s there. Maybe I take outburst next, getting a chance to get a +3. That could be big. And then Luke, yeah, 1 available perk. Thinking another consistency here. And then maybe we'll get intensify, and that should be real good. Now I'm not so worried about you drawing poorly. All right, and our party is now level 2, meaning all the enemies in the game get a buff. They get 1 extra level. Look at that, Captain of the Guard, he has level 3, 42 hit points. Kind of scary now, some of these enemies, 42. My gosh. So what I can do is I'm gonna do some of these other missions just to get stronger before I do the boss missions. That seems smart. All right, let's check out the sitting counter. You decide to unwind at the Sleeping Lion, but just as you are starting to relax, a bear of a man crashes into your table, scattering your drinks across the floor. Towering over him is a massive inox. What do you say about my horns? The inox shouts. The man stands up and brushes shards of glass from his tunic. I say the sight of them makes me want to vomit. The inox roars and charges headlong into the man, crashing through more tables in the process. At this, the entire tavern erupts into violence. After all, when a man is deep into his drink, the last thing you want to do is knock that drink over. Yeah, we're definitely a band who would join the fray. Like, CHAG would definitely want to jump in there. He can't be like letting his fellow Inox get insulted. Me, as a rogue, rogues love tavern brawls. Now, Luke, the nerd, the inventor, we want to try to stop the fighting, but you know what? He's outvoted 2-1. Join the fray. These insults will not go unanswered. Nothing like busting some drunken skulls to lift one's spirit. It turns out to be a great way to unwind. Unfortunately, the proprietor of the Sleeping Lion doesn't exactly see it that way, and he sullenly asks for compensation for the damage you caused. We have so much money. Sure, you know what? After a good brawl, I'm happy to pay him. The Sleeping Lion is essentially your home when in Gloomhaven, so you consider it a wise investment to pay for the damage and stay on the proprietor's good side. -5 gold each, whatever. We're so rich, working for Jack Sarah. That actually was really good, getting some more level ups. So yeah, I love it. That worked out really well. Okay, I get Hidden Daggers and Duelist Advance. Both really good cards in my opinion. Hidden Dagger. Now, the top part is like a better throwing knives. You get 4 damage attacks on 2 targets, a range of 3. Like throwing knives it's literally just a better throwing knives. You also get a little more experience. The problem is it's a burn, so you don't really want to use it unless you're confident you're going to win with it. Whereas Duelist Advance, now this is really interesting. or rather I should say hidden dagger. So the top part, you don't want to use it right away. You kind of want to use it towards the end of a mission or at a critical turn, something like that. I don't think it's terrible, but the bottom part now, that is real interesting. An invisibility that doesn't burn. We know how strong invisibility can be to manipulate turn order and to manipulate AI positioning. Like going invisible in a door is a standard trick. Now the problem is the invisible is on the bottom, so I would have to somehow use the top of a card like Quick Hands to move to a door and then go invisible. Still, that's a powerful combo. But outside of that, it doesn't really do anything. Duelist, and I have the invisibility cloak, and I have a smoke bomb. Generally, you don't need more than like one invisible emission. Duelist advance. Now this is very, very interesting. Move 3 on the top and attack 3 on the top. So we know Quick Hands is very good. And this is just a better Quick Hands. And then on the bottom, add 2 attack to all your attacks this round targeting enemies adjacent to none of their allies. You could definitely use that. We're attacking isolated enemies all the time. So that could just be a +2 damage for free in a lot of situations. So top and bottom are both good, and none of them are burns. So I think I'm gonna go for Duelist Advance, drop Quick Hands. We won't have any loot. Maybe we'll use Swift Bow for loot or pick up throwing knives again, but I'm not so keen on the loot bottom. It's kind of like questionable. I also have a lot of gold now, so Duelist Advance just seems like really good, and we'll drop Quick Hands for that. I'll pick up throwing knives, loot on the bottom. That seems good. Okay, and then another perk point, consistency. Yes, good. Now I only have a -1. So I should almost always do the minimum damage I expect on a card. All right, Luke, you leveled up. All right, what do you get? Tinker's Tools. Disarm 1 adjacent trap or create 1 stun trap in an adjacent empty hex. Top part, and then Crank Bow, which I'll talk about in a minute. So Tinker's Tool, top part, seems pretty bad. Usually you can like pull an enemy into a trap, or you want to do more than just disarm a trap, you know. So it seems pretty meh. Like, when are we ever going to use it? And then the bottom part is interesting. Create 1 stun trap in adjacent hex. So I could do something like Tinker's Tool to drop a stun trap, and then use Hook Gun to pull an enemy into that. And then that way I get a 2-card combo with a stun. Not terrible. Like, it's worth considering. And then next turn you could do something like Net Shooter to move away. You know, it's pretty good. But the problem is, like, that's not good enough in my mind. Like, the 2-card combo is cute, but it just needs something else on the top, you know? If the top read like almost anything else, I'd probably take this card. Crank Bow, on the other hand, is just useful, right? Top part, it's a burn, but you can burn cards on the Tinker. And 6 attack, 5 range, that's like pretty much, you can target anything in the room and just kill it. It's pretty useful. And the bottom part, move 4, always good to have like high movement. I'm gonna drop some of my other cards for it, you know? Like, probably drop, like, I don't know if we need Harmless Contraption anymore. Or Potables, like, I'm not really using that. So I'm gonna pick up Crank Bow. It's just Tinker's Tool is very unfortunate. The top read like almost anything else, I would take it. Intensify, get rid of -2. Our perk deck is looking real good. Like the attack modifiers, we're getting rid of the -1s and the -2s. So we're gonna be able to actually hit and not have RNG mess us up too badly. All right, is there anything to spend my money on? As a matter of fact, yes. Picked up some extra small item slots. So on Luke, might as well pick up the stamina potion. Why not? Power potion, good. On CHAG, should buy a healing potion. That's gonna be useful. And on myself, I could just buy a healing potion. I could also buy this item, the Ring of Skulls. It's a very, very interesting item. Not because of the summon, which is quite frankly gonna die in like one hit, so it's pretty useless. But the thing is, you can drop the summon, and then it procs my abilities like Flanking Strike, and Sinister Opportunity, Open Wound. It's like a free way to proc those abilities. 50 gold is a lot, but we got money. So I think I'm gonna buy this, burn that cash, and then plus the summon, you know, at worst it absorbs 1 hit, which is kind of like a minor health potion. Sometimes it does a little damage, you never know, like it could do something. So yeah, I think that's good. I'll save the rest of my money. There could be uses for that money later, but for now, this is all very good. All right, enough talk. Let us go do this next quest. Gonna go kill some cultists. Another road encounter. The road contains many dangers. The chief among them are the barbaric tribes of Inox that inhabited wilderness around the city. This is why your heart sinks when you see a mounted group of them ride up to you and surround your party. Ah, agents of that wretched monstrosity you call town, the largest of the Inox says as he looks down at you. Tell me, scum, what business do you have out here on my land? Have those fools sent you out to murder more of my people? I did, like, murder a lot of his people. So he's not wrong about that. I could attack them, but you know, CHAG is an Inox. Maybe CHAG could do something to like attempt a peaceful resolution. Good luck, CHAG, buddy. You try to explain that you mean the Inox no ill will, but the leader eyes you skeptically. Foul creature, I curse you and your kind. Run. Get off my land and never come back. You have been cursed. Ooh, not great. Not great at all.
Your mission is clear. These elemental cultists are distorting the fabric of the world and must be stopped. With that goal in mind, you follow the writings to an ancient crypt you believe to be the cult's base of operations. Steeling yourselves for combat, you batter through the rotted door and charge into the hall of the crypt.
Hey.
The sight before you is both wondrous and horrifying. A group of cultists is performing ritual incantations in front of a black, gaping hole in reality. They turn toward you and snarl, unsheathing their sacrificial daggers. Behind them, an inky darkness spills from the hole and coalesces into nightmarish forms full of teeth and claws. You know you must send these terrors of the elemental plane back into the void, but you are paralyzed with fear.
Oh boy. Purist or Straggler, I'm definitely going to use my items this scenario. So yeah, I'm not going to pick Purist. Straggler, I might just short rest. It's not impossible. Everyone's cursed too. That really sucks. CHAG, Workhorse or Aggressor. I don't think Aggressor is generally not a good idea. It's too risky. Workhorse, gain 13 experience. I want to pick abilities that can actually gain me some experience, then I'll have to think about that a little bit. Then Luke, Executioner, kill an undamaged monster with a single attack. Ah, now that is pretty easy because there are flame demons that you can see have very high shields but low hit points, and Luke has a piercing bow, so that should be pretty trivial for him to do. They have 3 health, and any of my AoEs will like kill it with the piercing bow, so should not be too bad. Let me rearrange CHAG a little bit to see if I can get him some abilities that get him more experience. All right, all I did is I swapped grab and go for warding strength. We might use the bottom of warding strength, although I also have a juggernaut. So, but the top of warding strength to push could also be really, really good. Just not sure if anything else really seems like it would be better. I think I can get the 13 experience. I just have to burn a few cards in the right situation. I'll be okay. Straggler, take only long rests. Yeah, I think we could do that. Unless there's an emergency. But it's not a big deal if I miss one of these battle goals. Alright. Oh, Crankbow. I meant to pick up Crankbow. What can I drop for Crankbow? Well, there are enemies with a lot of shield. Maybe we drop Reviving Shock for Crankbow. Nah, I think I drop... Well, we're starting to have enough hit points where Potables might actually be useful. Like, the more hit points you have, the better it is. Yeah, Reviving Shock is starting to fall off a little bit. Okay. Got a lot of heals. I don't know if I need all those heals. You know what? I'm gonna drop Potables here. A little worried about not having enough damage. The curses are gonna suck. Oh boy. How many curses? Okay, I only have one curse in the deck. That's not too bad. Also, 3 cultists and then 2 of these night demons, which are terrifying enemies. A bunch of traps. We can use them. We could do a lot. Need to murder those cultists. The cultists are, like, without a doubt. Oh, and then CHAG starts disarmed. All mercenaries start disarmed, but because I have the ability to ignore scenario effects on Luke and myself, we are not disarmed. So that is pretty important. All right, let me think about this. All right, I came up with the plan. I'm gonna do my usual smoke bomb and then attack, like this time with open wound. Try to kill one of these cultists quick. And then Luke is going to use stun shot and flamethrower. Might just use flamethrower to move. If the cultists try to summon, we'll stun them. If the cultist doesn't try to summon, then we will stun one of these demon elites. And then CHAG is going to go slow with overwhelming assault and juggernaut. Since he can't actually attack, what I'm hoping will happen is the night demon draws a card, move up, attack him. He stays put with overwhelming assault, push him, the night demon, through the trap, clearing them and just killing one outright. Then move up with juggernaut and prepare for next turn for another big attack. That seems smart. All right, let's see. Yeah, I was afraid the cultist summoning. And the night demons are staying put. It's not necessarily the worst. Yeah, you never know. We could like, ooh, let's do this. I got a plan. Okay, we'll pull the cultists here. And then do a, not gonna bother poisoning. I think I need to poison for something else. I love it. Excellent work. Don't think I need any of these other cards back. I have to stun one of the cultists. If I move here and stun that cultist, next turn this night demon might move up. It'll hit me very hard, but I could potentially do another push. Definitely need to stun the cultists. We can't have them like summoning ads over and over. Good. Do I want the stamina potion back, or the stun shot back? I might need it back, to be honest. The number of enemies is gonna get out of hand. I'm gonna use CHAG to push this cultist over here. Now kill him and clear a trap. Next turn, I'm hoping to do some more push nonsense. This cultist will summon a living bone maybe here. I think I just get the... Because if I don't get stun shot back, what do I do? This is probably the hardest room. If I don't get stun shot back... Can I... think I need to get it back just to deal with the cultists. What else can I use on the bottom? Net shooter. Alright. Just gonna take stun shot back. It's fine. Alright, the night demons at least are gonna do nothing. So this is why I love push abilities. Let's move CHAG over here. Skip movement, push the cultists. Even though I'm disarmed, not a problem. Then let's move up, get ready for next turn. Don't need any of that stuff back. There's gonna be one living bone that's summoned. That's not the worst. We can work with that. Okay. Can use a sinister opportunity throwing knives. Let me think. Round 2. All right, I have the plan. I'm going to use Sinister Opportunity on the bottom, move up, move the Night Demon onto the trap, and then Duelist Advance to move up and probably attack the Cultists of all things. I'm not so worried about the Night Demons. Cultists, very, very dangerous. Can't let them keep summoning. And then on Luke, Net Shooter, Stun Shot. In case one of these Night Demons moves up, I can always Net Shooter to immobilize it. And then... I'm pretty sure you can push through immobilize. And then I can Stun Shot something. Otherwise, I just move away. And then CHAG can do a Warding Strength to push something. I think we'll always get value out of that. And then Brute Force, a little bit of tanking. Seems smart. Yeah, these Night Demons, very, very quick. Cultists don't do much. Living Bones, they're staying put as long as I move away. He won't be able to do anything to me, but... Okay, this is what I expected. Good thing I had the leather armor. Protected me here. Oh, and the other one missed. I love it. Alright, let us move over. And then use that Sinister Opportunity. The shenanigans. Very good. Move 3, attack 1. So let's tuck myself into this corner here. I will poison this cultist. The cultists are high priority. Oh! Miss! I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Well, we're definitely going to Thieves' Knack. And then I just want a big attack. Open Wound is my best big attack. So I think I just get that back. Okay, so I am pretty sure you can push and mobilize enemies. I'm pretty sure I've done it before. So I'm going to assume you can do it. And then move up one, I'm thinking. I can move over here, but what if I need to... I don't want to get attacked by the cultists. You know what? Let's hide in the back here. Then stun this other demon. Alright, we got rid of the curse. I'll take it. It's a good result. Alright, one of the cultists does a weak stab. That does nothing. Oh, they're both coming up to me. That actually kind of works out. Okay, so brute force on the bottom. And shield. Not that that did anything, but then warding strength. Nice. Yep. You can push and mobilize, and that was a perfect turn. We killed that elite, no problem. I love it. Okay, next turn I gotta get myself up to start attacking these cultists. And then the skeleton doesn't do anything. Okay. Round 3. The round 1 and round 2 went super well. We have 2 cultists left, but I think we can clean them up. CHAG is going to use Provoking Roar and Leaping Cleave. He's going to Provoking Roar and the boots on the bottom to get into position, and Leaping Cleave to attack these 2. That'll open up the Open Wound bonus and Thieves' Knack on myself. That should, if these cultists somehow haven't died, then Luke with Reviving Shocking Enhancement Field will finish them off. We'll have a skeleton like run around and do something, but I'm not super worried about that. Yeah, they're going to summon. Can't let them summon. Oh, it's interesting. I could... There's actually something else I could do. If I stand here with Luke, I can actually prevent them from summoning entirely, but then I wouldn't attack and do any damage, which seems bad. So, anyway, make sure we have them both targeted. Alright, drew some bad cards, but that's okay. I don't think I need anything back. Let us... Thieves' Knack. Well, let's Open Wound. We might just kill it. Yep. So it has the wound, so it'll take 1 damage. This cultist will take 1 damage at the start of the turn, and it just dies. Then Thieves' Knack to kill the other one. Eat some hits here from the skeleton, but like, who cares? Let's do an enhancement field. And then Reviving Shock. Might as well use my Eagle Eye Goggles. Why not? We're gonna long rest before the next room anyway. Ooh, wow. Look at that, 5 damage. Well done, Luke. Alright, take a little damage here from the skeleton, but that is not a big deal. And the cultist dies from the wound. Perfect. Oh, I could even heal myself with special mixture. Alright. Round 4. Now that I've cleaned up pretty much all the enemies in this room, I'm gonna take a bit of time to do some looting and then set up for the next round, or the opening one of these doors. I want a long rest. I've burned quite a few items and we're running out of cards, so it makes sense to long rest before opening the next door. Alright, and I'm gonna try to get the kill here on CHAG if all possible. At least get him some experience, okay? I'm actually gonna greed and go for money instead of defending. I think we'll be alright. Do a toxic bolt here. And then move up. Flanking strike just to move and get the EXP. Special mixture to heal. And then eat a meaningless attack from the skeleton. Alright, this turn should be pretty easy. Restorative mist. Harmless contraption. Yes. Don't think that thing's gonna live. So again, I kind of want the experience. It'll heal, it'll get rid of its own poison. That's fine. Not even gonna use the throwing knives. Yeah, gets rid of the poison, but it's fine. And if for whatever reason there is actually a problem, CHAG is gonna move away and then he's gonna use the spear dagger. We will clean him up different way. All right, get your experience, CHAG. Don't need any potions. Again, restorative mist. I mean, doesn't matter which way we do it. Very nice turn. This is a perfect setup because now I can long rest on everyone to prepare for the next room. All right, CHAG, what do I not need on you? Juggernaut, I want all the movement. Maybe, I don't want to burn Spare Dagger. I want to burn something that doesn't get me experience. Huh, pretty much everything gets me experience. Warding Strength, I guess. We still have a push on Overwhelming Assault. Don't think I'm going to be able to use the bottom of Warding Strength and the bottom of Juggernaut. Alright. I don't think I need Special Mixture anymore. So get rid of throwing knives, but I might want the loot. Don't think I need Special Mixture. Then harmless contraption. It's kind of unnecessary. Also, I kind of want all these other cards. So it's got to be harmless contraption. Get rid of that on Luke. Okay. All right, round 7. We're gonna open a door here. This is why I don't like to take aggressor, by the way, because of situations like this. So we're gonna use Leaping Cleave and Juggernaut. Probably Leaping Cleave on the bottom. Open the door, and then we're gonna see what we can see with Juggernaut. Need to remember to burn cards, but I think we can manipulate it on CHAG. Then a crank bow and a stun shot. Just stun something and set up for AoE. And then I'm going to go super slow with Sinister Opportunity, Open Wounds, and then we'll do some shenanigans. All right. Oh, this is the room with the fire demons. And skeletons that can move very, very quickly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire demons, move 2. Oh, there's a lot of damage incoming. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also don't want to eat hits by this living bone elite. I'm not going to be able to do anything to these flame demons. These things have range retaliate, but their range is 2. We can stun one. Then what can I do? Open wound. Wow, Sinister Opportunity is not really gonna do much for me. Whatever happens, I need to avoid getting caught by these living bone elite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I stand here, that would be a problem. There's no place I can go. I can skip my movement and then use Juggernaut to move back. Move Luke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, if I Luke. Can Luke actually see? No. Damn. They're all gonna spam their attacks on me, which is not acceptable. Huh. No, they're all gonna spam their attacks on Luke, which is actually acceptable. Yeah, because the... Okay, I gotcha. Let's skip the movement here and then move CHAG back. Now, do I want to get a card back? I don't think I want either one of these cards back. The 2 living bones will do nothing. Yep. I can always use a jump to do some shenanigans. Let's move Luke up and stun at least one of these. We're gonna set up for gigantic AoE next turn. But for now, stun this one. I'll at least mitigate some of the incoming damage. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Okay. Thinking we need to... Ooh, okay. Use this, and then the bottom... use my Sinister Opportunity to wing boot shoes. This is why you have to get the wing shoes on the Scoundrel for stuff like this. Move this Flame Demon over here. Then we're going to do a gigantic AoE next turn. And we can even open wound. Probably want to try to kill. The elites tend to be the most dangerous. What can... Ooh, CHAG is a little stuck, but we can do something and then move the Tink out of the way. Let's see if we can kill the elite. The elites are the real threat. I don't think I need to drop my ad. I also don't think invisible will help me. Okay. Round 8. This is going to be a critical round. I'm going to use Flanking Strike, Thieves' Knack. Try to kill this Living Bone elite. I'm going to eat some damage potentially from this other Living Bone, but I don't really care that much. A single Living Bone shouldn't do much, and I can take damage. Luke is going to be critical. He's going to do an Ink Bomb on these 3 demons, and then Net Shooter. I mean, I don't really need the Immobilize on the bottom, but nothing else really makes any sense. And I don't think the difference between 17 and 19 initiative is going to matter. And then the critical thing here on CHAG is just make sure he goes slower than Luke so he can get where he is. Then Skewer to do a bit of damage. Not sure anything else makes sense. I don't think I'm going to use... Wow, okay, I'm probably not going to use Overwhelming Assault. Trample I might actually use. So, let's do this. Oh, thank God the Flame Demons are staying put. Okay. Living Bone Elite. Let's Flanking Strike you. Alright, let's finish you off with a Thieves' Knack bottom. Good. The basic Living Bone really isn't that dangerous. Alright, this is gonna be great. Question is, I could just use the Net Shooter AoE, save the Ink Bomb AoE, but I don't think the 1 damage will matter. Piercing Bow and Eagle Eye Goggles. I don't need a Power Potion, not against these things. Yeah. I'd rather have the bottom of Net Shooter, or the top of Net Shooter, because the other room is going to have Frost Demons, which immobilizing those could make a big difference. So, alright. Nice. Oh! This is just the most incredible work. Just absolutely incredible, buddy. Oh, there's a chest in the corner too. Hey, how about you do immobilize? This does actually do something. And then start moving into loot. Now the skeleton's gonna stay put. +2. That's fine. Not a big deal. Move up here with CHAG. Do a little looting. Don't need a push. Pierce and +1. I love it. If only I had quick hands to do some looting here, huh? I want to try to get CHAG the hit. Alright. Round 8. We took care of all those fire demons very, very smoothly. And now it's just a matter of getting some more experience. In fact, I don't even see the need to do any attacks here whatsoever. I'm going to move myself into this particular corner here. And then just end my turn to grab the loot. That CHAG will move 2 over. And then use a spare dagger. Get that experience point. And a kill. So that works out. And this is just gonna be like several turns of looting. Gonna move Luke onto the chest. What do you get? 15 gold. Beautiful. You need all that gold, buddy, to buy up the shop. Definitely want to, oh, I don't have any of my high movement cards, huh? Alright, that's fine. Stamina booster, hook gun, CHAG. We're gonna do a lot of like, I'm not gonna loot everything. But I'll loot some of this thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, I actually have boots. I think I'm gonna skip that little gold pile in the corner. Go 4. With the stamina booster, and then just slowly make your way back. Long rest, long rest. Basic moves. Well, I could actually get that other gold in the corner. I want to burn cards that, I don't want to burn Provoking Roar. That's too good. Shield Bash, but you can burn it. Juggernaut, it's potentially 3. Maybe Skewer? Brute Force. I think I burned Brute Force. Not ever really going to use the top part of that card. Okay, I'm just going to burn stuff that doesn't have a lot of movement. It's got to be Thieves' Knack, I think. Okay, the question is, do I stay here, try to do a little more looting? I could. Throwing Knife, Smoke Bomb. And then next turn I do a crazy mad dash out of here. Overwhelming Assault to pick that up. Sure, why not? Get push. We only have one more room left, so that's what makes me feel confident in doing this. Probably not hook gun, not crank bow. I need all my movement cards. Enhancement field? Stamina booster? Not sure I need a stamina booster. So I'll get rid of that. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I could do backstab, duelist advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and get that gold. That's pretty crazy. Then crank bow, restorative mist, just to heal myself up. I just need a big move. I could just burn Skewer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get in position and get an experience point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then Juggernaut to get into position. Seems smart. Yeah, I have just like the most insane mobility. I skip attack. Don't think I need any cards back yet. Rank bow. Then a little heal. Round 14. I'm guessing the other room is going to be very symmetrical with the same like distribution of gold piles and everything. I think I saw 2 chests, so we definitely want to try to get to the other chests. My thoughts are, let us go first with CHAG, Leaping Cleave, open the door, see what's up, trample. Next turn we might do a Provoking Roar, spare dagger. Myself, I'm gonna go super slow, Sinister Opportunity, open wound, and then figure it out from there. And then Luke is gonna go very slow, hook gun, because it's probably the most useless of the cards, and Toxic Bolt. And then we'll figure out what to do after that. So, what do we got? Skeletons and demons. These demons have retaliate 2, attack 4. That's pretty significant. I don't think I attack them. I think I just fall back, let them come up. Don't think I need a card back. They are very slow. If I do this, I still can't Toxic Bolt them, so let's just move up a little bit. They're very vulnerable to getting rooted. Okay, what can I do? I can move up and then Sinister Opportunity. And then ooh, yes, and then I use the trick to go invisible in the door. I could even drop a little skeleton for 1 extra damage, probably not worth it. Do a poison. And then cloak. Make all these enemies waste their turn next. I am just gonna long rest, especially because that's my battle goal. Spare dagger, provoking roar. Do a little damage. And let's just go. Enhancement field might actually be useful. Maybe a bit of the old. I don't think stun shot makes sense. I want to stun them when it like will do something, you know. All right, spare dagger that one. And then I'm not gonna move. Probably just gonna short rest next. All the enemies are stuck. I love it. Can use the boots to move here, so I get 2 attacks. That seems smart. Don't really think I need Eagle Eye Goggles for this. Net shooter over there would be sweet. All right. Not seeing much value for smoke bomb anymore. There's no traps or anything to pull into. Okay, I'm gonna go with throwing knives and duelist advance. So throwing knives on the top and duelist advance on the bottom. Bottom of duelist advance gonna get us some value here. On this particular demon, it won't work on the other ones because he's next to an enemy, but you know, we're still getting a +2 attack basically on the throwing knives. That's very good still. Then we're gonna do a net shooter enhancement field. That should hopefully control this Living Bone Elite, which is very dangerous, and maybe kill the other Frost Demon. Yeah, that seems smart. And then CHAG, let's short rest on you. Sure, we gotta use up 6 more experience somehow. That is Shield bash, spare dagger, I'm thinking. Alright. Let's use the bottom duelist advance. Yep. +1, that's beautiful. -1, not great, but we can work with that. I could even drop a ring of skulls to distract, but I don't think I need to do that. I can take the hit. Let's do a throwing knife. Ooh, critical hit. Well done, CHAG, well done. It's gonna move up. I can get my spare dagger back, but thinking I'm gonna burn the bottom of Juggernaut and do some stuff from that. Okay, oops, net shooter. Just make sure I can target, yep, I can target both of them. Let's do an enhancement field. Not a perfect net shooter, but it's more than enough for our purposes. Burn everything we have left. Nice. The living bone elite is controlled. The other living bone's gonna run up and do a little damage, but it's not really a big deal. Yeah, minor damage. Okay. Definitely gonna do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I can get the chest. Backstab open wound seems a little too good. I know Luke can come here and loot. Let's do... I want to do Juggernaut on the bottom and then tank a whole bunch of damage. And then we can burn Overwhelming Assault. So might as well long rest. Yes. Open wound. Poison, why not? Oh, the treasure chest is... Oh, I can just use the wing shoes. There we go. Why not? Totally worth it to get the treasure chest. That's it. Also 15 gold. That would have been really good on Luke, but... it's fine. Whatever. Ooh, oh, -2. Doesn't matter because of the wound. It just dies. Then Juggernaut. Make sure I need to make sure I tank all the hits here. Oh, right, I'm gonna eat some. Oh, that's good. I want that. Okay, enhancement fuel. We're starting to not need these things. I'm gonna try to loot all this if I can. Don't forget about gaining the experience. Okay, I know what I could do. Provoking roar to push, and then we just need to move. So crank bow, restorative miss, why not? And then as for me, let's go slow. All right. Let's move on to this gold. I'll push you. Don't need that. Oh! I didn't see the initiative order right. Ugh. Yeah, I guess Luke is not gonna be able to loot. Ah. Okay, we're gonna have some gold that we can't get this mission, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll go loot it. Okay, Long rest here. As well, toxic bolt. Okay. Miss. That is a gazillion points of damage, but doesn't really matter. Can mitigate that one. Okay, now I think I gain all the experience. I want to get rid of a card that, like, I don't think I need Spirit Dagger anymore. Okay, heal. Duelist Advance is still useful. Throwing Knives is definitely useful. I don't need Flanking Strike anymore. Okay, let's see. If I burn a card, I just Provoking Word Trample. I just gained the experience I need. To 3. Oh, I could do Duelist Advance here and then Throwing Knives to loot. Yeah, that seems good. Stun. Well, this would kill it. But then that's fine. I'll leave like 1 gold pile that I didn't loot. Don't really care. There are all these potions I didn't even use. That makes me sad. Skip attack. Scoundrel is like the best class at looting, as you can see. That's just how it is. Might as well step onto that rough terrain and get the gold there. Because why not? Alright, nice work everyone!
With the cultists and their minions dead, it seems the Dark Rift is now dormant. It's no less disconcerting, however. You toss a rock at it, and the rock disappears into nothingness. You must admit that you wonder whether you could enter the rift yourself, and whether you would survive the trip to wherever the rock ended up. Alternatively, finding some way to close the rift is probably the more prudent decision. There's an Aether enchanter in Gloomhaven who may know more about this interplanar stuff. She's been known to ask for impossible favors before she helps anyone, though.
Okay. Everybody gain a perk point. I am really not doing as much damage as I thought I would be. 41, but I did loot 10 gold piles. So there's that. CHAG got a good amount of gold, but Luke really didn't get all that much gold. He did get the chest with gold, but he was instrumental this battle, of course. Like all those AoEs, killing all the fire demons, like very important stuff. I don't know how else we were gonna fight all those fire demons. And experience, very good. Plane of Elemental Power and the Frozen Hollow. All right, I have 82 gold now. My God, that's crazy. All right, I could either continue to the Plane of Elemental Power, or I could return to Gloomhaven. I pretty much always want to return to Gloomhaven. More events are just more fun. All right, making progress on our quests. Very good. I need to buy 7 more items for Luke. The small items are pretty easy to buy, or cheap potions. body, head, and legs. Hand is gonna be what's expensive. 40 for hand. I need to try to find a cheaper small item. I'm pretty sure you can't buy 2 of the same small items. So I almost have enough money to retire Luke soon. Okay, soon, but not yet. We'll have to do that in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Until next time.